Hello everyone, Crippon War here, and welcome to my build guide for my Chaos Incinerate Witch. This character has been one of the most fun characters I've played in a long time. It has really good survivability, it has good damage, you don't need a lot of expensive gear, and it's a really fun build to play. Just filling the screen with fire and just burning everything. And I'm going to go over my passive skill tree, and I'm gonna go over my gear and my skill gem. And if you have any question, ask me in the comments. So let's take a look at our passive skill tree. Starting as a witch, you can do this build as a Templar as well, and you could even do it as a Marauder, but I'm recommending a witch. I start by taking all of the energy shield and mana regen, just to get the mana sort out in the beginning. Took heart and soul and all of this. You need some some amount of mana to this build, because this is a pretty mana hungry build. I took all the spell damage. I took Firewalker. Then I went this way and grabbed the quick recovery. I then went for retribution, discipline and training. Sentry. I took this later, but if you have mana problem, take a rightness dress, I think it's called. I went down here for the strength. I'm going to take a combat stamina as soon as I get a level. I also took unyielding when I was in this area here. I took that to reduce my mana cost, but most of all get some more survivability when I level up. I also take a Astonist, I think it's called. This gave me some life regen and a good amount of fire damage. I took Barbarism. I took Jaggernaut. And then I went for Armor Mastery. I have Warrior's Blood. I have Heart of the Warrior. And I also have Diamond Skin. I know, I really love this note here. So I took it just to ease my burden on resistance, and my resistance is now maxed out, and I don't have any amazing resistance gear on me. I have Unwavering Stand, which are very important. That is the main purpose I went all this way to get this one. Because you don't want to get stunned when you try to channel your Incinerate in the enemy's face. And I took Bloodless. Then I just started to filling out things. As I said before, I want to take combat stamina when I take the next level. I took a Light of Divinity, just that increased spell damage, increased cast speed, increased light radius, and some strength. I took Explosive Impact for the fire damage. I also took Heart of Flame. Heart of Flame and Explosive Impact, that's pretty much more later in the game. It's about level 16 around that I took this too. And my plans is also to take Purity of Flesh later. I also have Deep Thoughts, as I said before, and I have Cool Perception. And that's pretty much my build. Another idea I want to take Purity of Flesh, and I want to take this free spell damage note here. And I want to take my mana and life regeneration notes here. And probably take my mana and life, these two notes as well. And of course, as I said before, combat stamina. And that's pretty much my idea. So let's go over to our passive, not passive skill tree, my gear. The main thing you need to this build is this dagger here. It is the Consuming Dark. It's the most expensive piece of gear I have in this character. I bought this one for about 1 Exalted Orb, so you need to farm or to get a little bit of currency to get this one. You can use a wand, but that's do not make your fire to be chaos damage, so then it's not a chaos damage build. But you can use another wand, for example, but it will not be as powerful. The big thing with Consuming Dark, as you can see there, 75% of fire damage is converted to chaos damage. That means if the enemy have a fire resist, do not do so much to stop my damage. I can damage enemy who have energy shield and all of that, because my damage is chaos damage and I do not need to worry about reflect or anything. So a very, very powerful dagger, this one. And pretty much a must have for this build. I'm using just a normal armor helmet with really good armor, good life and good resistance. Because I don't need any shield gear and all of that, so I just have some normal armor stuff. I'm using a spell shield, which have really pathetic energy shield, but I don't care about energy shield. I care about the spell damage, mana regen, and also the nice resistance and life. I'm using a core reward to make my fire, so I can burn enemy on a longer distance, because this one increases the range I use my fire on. And also give me some strength and dexterity. Especially dexterity is really important, because it's hard to get in the skill tree. But the projectile speed is the thing I'm most after. I don't need the accuracy, and this one is a very cheap amulet to get. Using this ring here is nothing special at all, but I just want to have this ring just for the increased rarity of item find. And it has some decent life roll, and I also put a mana roll on it as well. Using this ring here, again, it's not that special. None of these rings are really expensive, and I really want some more item rarity on this character, because I want to find some more stuff, and it actually makes some difference. I'm gonna find much more unique items and better items in general when I have these two string on me. So it makes some difference. Not the biggest difference ever, but it makes some difference. And again, went for a ring which have life, and if you can get some mana on it, mana regeneration and resistance, and also some item rarity. This is just a normal armor. It's a decent armor. It gives me some good amount of energy shield. It gives me some armor. It gives me strength, it gives me a good amount of life, and it gives me some good resistance. And yeah, it's a pretty good armor. It's a 5-linked armor. It is armor and an energy shield type. And as you can see on my life, I'm actually a kind of a hybrid character, because I have a huge life pool, and I have a pretty decent energy shield as well. But not relying on the energy shield, but it is some increased hit points, and that's pretty nice. I'm using these armor and evasion gloves, which giving me some dexterity and life and really good resistance, and it's overall a good gloves. The problem is they actually give me evasion, and evasion do not give me any sort of protection, because I'm using unwavering stance, but I don't really care about that. Using this belt here, again a really defensive belt, giving me some good amount of life and some decent resistance. I'm using rainbow strides. You can use something else, you can use just a rare boots with good mods on. And that's perfectly fine actually. I'm using this one for the increase maximum mana, and also give me good resistance. So not good resistance, they are better boots than this one, but they are decent overall, and also helps me block some spells. And that's pretty much my gear. So now we're gonna go over my setup for my Incinerate. My Incinerate right now is a level 19, and it's have 1+2 level, and I'm gonna show why it's like that. It is because I'm using something called this game here called Empower. It's a level 2 Empower, which increases the level of active skill gems by 1. And Incinerate is an active skill gem, so it will give the bonus. And when I level up this to level 3, it will give 2 more plus to its level. It's but this is pretty hard to get, then. You need to level a whole lot to level up this one just to level 2. But you don't must have it, but it's a real nice thing. And if you're gonna have something else which are not Empower, I recommend using something like faster casting. And I'm using Spell Echo just for the insert amount of more cast speed. I'm using Life Leech just to get some life back when I'm killing enemies. And I'm using greater multiple projectiles so you can hit more enemies. Many other games, it's just games I level up. And I have another setup, which are my Flame Totem, which are also Flame Totem have 1+ level for an item, because I have it in Consuming Dark, and Consuming Dark give 1 more level to fire gems, and Flame Totem is a fire gem. And it is supported by faster casting, and I also have added chaos damage there for some increased chaos damage, just because I can. I have a movement setup, which for some reason I have firewall there, which are my lightning warp, and it enabled me to get out of bad situations. And lightning warp are supported by faster casting and less duration. Less duration is important because it makes you can cast this spell much faster. If I take less duration away, you can say it's pretty much more slower to use. And faster casting, it's obvious, you can cast it faster. I have a cast on damage taken setup, which have summon Flame Golem with Warlord's Mark. And I also have a firewall here, but firewall is nothing important. I just using it. I have it there just to leveling it up, nothing else. I have some other things I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up a wall haste, which I sometimes use, as you can see. I have wall grace, which I sometimes use. I just leveling it up. And I have a hell of ice, which I'm actually using. It increases my damage with about 600. That's pretty nice. And I also have another Incinerate leveling up. I'm using a level 17 clarity. I don't want to go higher on my clarity because I'm not going to have mana enough. But I may take leveling up a little bit more. I have not decided yet. I have a Wall Firewall leveling up, and I have a Wall Clarity as I leveling up. And that's pretty much it. And once again, I just want to clarify, this is not this shield, I just have it as a transmog. This is just a transmog shield, this is a spell shield. It is a spirit shield, and it's not this shield, as you can see. Just so everyone knows that's pretty much it. If you have any question about the builds or any ideas, please ask them in comments, and I love to hear from you guys when you think about the builds, and it's so fun to read your comments when you posting them, and yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and I see you guys next time.